Deadpool and the whole way getting that off the ground. I wasn't really on board with this movie, as in I didn't really care. But when I saw this trailer the other day, it actually kind of swayed me, dude. I'm actually stoked for this. Mackenzie Davis or whatever her name is looks super badass.
But to Brock's point, hopefully, that's not the thing that brought you in. That's the movie.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Hopefully you don't get it and be like, oh.
They did show a lot of like the Terminators coming up the beach.
That was cool.
And that one guy, they were all surrounding him, and the spikes kept going out and killing all the guards. I was like, oh my god.
He even said something like, "I am a weapon."
He's like, my whole body's a weapon. He's like, save it for the ladies. Well, there's two trailers. There's a UK trailer and then an American one.
Right.
And so it's going to open a little early in October. Another reason in the UK, but not here.
But then back to Star Wars. They don't give enough away in this one. They really do show you the cool stuff. That's Star Wars is all about, seeing the coolest stuff in the world. And they really kind of show you a very small glimpse of what it is. Because the month before they will release a legit long trailer for the movie without all the extra stuff on it.
So when I first saw this, Brock, you and I talked about it a little bit. The Dark Ray.
Yeah.
Dark Ray.
Yeah.
Red Ray.
Red Ray.
Well, how is she dark, though? You don't know if she's dark. She's got her
wearing
black cloak
black
on.
Cloak, and she's got a red lightsaber, so she's dark. It's Star Wars. That's how it works.
What if she just had to use it?
Maybe, perhaps. But what
was the only coat that was on the rack.
thing that concerned me was, like, I almost thought, haven't I already seen this? From when she, like, did the Dagobah scene almost that Luke did with Vader in the mask. And when she was on the island with Luke in the last one.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm like, are we doing that again? I hope not. I hope it's something different.
Yeah.
I think it'll be something different.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to go out on a whimper like that.
I hope not.
You know what I mean? I think J.J. Abrams and co. are smart enough to be like, no, they're going to expect that because he knows the criticism about the Force Awakens.
Right.
But Disney might be harsh on them, too, because, I mean, they saw what happened when they tried to experiment outside the lines with the second one.
Yep.
True.
And the first one was cookie cutter and a huge success.
Right.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if they would.
I just hope that's not the case.
I hope not, yeah.
Other than that, I mean, obviously, some cool looking. The fight scene was really awesome.
Yeah.
That weird lightsaber she
Are they
has,
on
her
Endor?
Switchblade lightsaber.
I don't know.
That
looks like
it kind of looks like
Yeah.
it looks like the fallen Death Star on Endor.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, what happened to the wreckage? You know,
just fell down.
Yeah, and then did what's his nuts end up inside the ship with them as well, and just kind of fell down with it?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if Palpatine's. You talking about Palpatine?
Yeah.
I don't know about if he's coming back or not. Or what.
So there's
like he
a
caught
lot of
himself on a
stuff
ledge.
on the web right now.
Yeah, a lot of theories.
Yeah, like a lot of them that she's a clone of Palpatine. There's one that So I don't know fact.
I've not heard that theory.
Yeah, I've been reading. I don't get involved because I don't care.
No, I know. I like to read
what
the
I mean?
Reddit,
But I like to read them
the
just
webs.
because I'm like, well, that's kind of a cool. I mean, there are a lot of people like, I hope that's the thing. Blah blah. Like, so I don't know if somewhere in some story that's something else that I don't know about, which is very possible because there's all kinds of canon Star Wars I don't know.
Right. I have faith in J.J. Abrams and co. And how he has worked his way in the business and his approach to filmmaking, and how Star Wars is such an influence on his life growing up and things like that.
What's so cool is he started with Star Trek. It wasn't a dead franchise, but it needed a little bit of revision, and he made a Star Wars movie in Star Trek.
They even say that.
And then
they say Star Wars is like rock and roll, and Star Trek's like classical music, and we wanted to add a little more rock and roll.
Yeah.
Classical
And
music.
they did.
They did.
And they did a good job at it, I think. And then now that he's got his ultimate gig, Star Wars, come on. What kid didn't grow up watching Star Wars like, I want to be involved in that somehow, and J.J. Abrams could.
I do think that the answer of what this movie should be somewhere between J.J. Abrams' first one and Rian Johnson's.
Yeah.
Somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
You push some boundaries.
Yep.
You keep the basic themes the same.
The vibe,
absolutely, but not so cookie cutter to the same damn story we saw last time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And I think that's the key. If that goes that way, I'll be 100% happy with this trilogy of movies.
For sure.
Be prepared for lens flares.
I don't think so, dude.
No. A lot of lasers. Laser cats.
Lasers don't make sounds in space.
Or there's no explosions in space.
Sploosh.
So
Also true.
there's no fire in space. So I'm gonna move on to
The Fire in My Heart.
new on DVD and Blu-ray. I saw some new releases. Elvira, Mistress of the Dark is getting a Blu-ray release.
Okay.
Which is a cool movie. It's funny, but it's not. I mean, it's Elvira. Why the fuck not, right?
Sure.
I mean, everybody loves Elvira. She's immortal. Mitch, Elvira?
The Oak Ridge Boys wrote
Colorado
a song
Springs.
about him.
She's from Colorado Springs.
I'm not from here.
She met Elvis in Vegas, and Elvis was like, "Hey, you need to do something." She was like, "All right." She became fucking the newest Vampira.
That's
which
cool.
Vampira is like my favorite. Howard the Duck is getting a Blu-ray treatment too. Finally,
What? When?
yeah, here pretty soon in the next in this month in September. So I got to find that one.
What? I
Yeah.
need to find that one too. Real quick, I'm going to interrupt you because if we go in alphabetical here, I just got a DVD or a Blu-ray release of Hell Comes to Frogtown. Just came
You are
out.
going to enjoy that.
Oh my goodness!
You are going to enjoy
now,
that, my friend.
I'm on a little bit of a Roddy Piper kick right now, and I've never seen this movie.
Which amazes me because you are a fan of one,
Right.
wrestling, and two,
Sci-fi
Sci-fi
post-apocalyptic
B movies. Yes.
Yeah. I'm blown away too.
Well,
I've never heard.
I
of
didn't
this.
know it came out until probably like 2005 or 2006. The first time I heard it, I
Oh
don't
my
even know when it
goodness.
actually came
I
out.
think I watched it in, it had to been
Right after it came out.
19. I don't know. I don't remember
Early
what year.
I don't
It-
even know
that
It
was-
came out in '88.
I was going
Oh.
to say probably 89, 90, but my memory could be off on that. I just remember it being on Up All Night.
Yeah,
awesome, dude. We'll have to talk about that too later.
there's another Christopher Lee Dracula movie getting a Blu-ray treatment. That's Scars of Dracula, which of course I'm a big Universal Monsters fan, so can't wait for that one. New TV, anybody?
I got a new
Just Castle Rock.
TV-based movie,
Ooh.
El Camino. It's a Breaking Bad movie.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah. They
yeah.
dropped that
Yeah,
unexpectedly.
just out of the blue, right?
Yeah.
Anybody here Breaking Bad fans?
Oh, my favorite TV show.
the greatest
for drama.
TV show of ever
Awesome.
all time.
Yes.
Best TV show ever.
And Jess Pinkman,
Jesse
Yeah.
Pinkman.
that's going to be the main character.
Oh yeah.
So
I
interesting
mean, they
enough.
can't really.
Yeah.
They
Um,
wanted to.
Jesse Pinkman, yeah.
Just
He's
in case
always
you haven't
wanted to
seen it.
do something with this after they ended the show,
Right.
and getting the Netflix for it. That's going to be awesome.
Heck yeah.
Because they can do
yeah.
whatever they want.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty badass. Because we all are invested in his character and everything in that whole show, which again I think is the greatest television show ever.
So I watched 2 seasons of it.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
hurts my soul.
what's that, Tyson?
I only watched 3 seasons of it.
And it's not because it was bad. I enjoyed what
No,
I
no.
watched. It's just there's a lot of content in the world and a lot of things that I like to do that just aren't watching TV. So I was balancing at that time, and I didn't have time. So I'll go back and catch up. I'm sure
Ditto.
at some point.
Oh, if you'll get drawn into it.
Absolutely.
It's
Winter's
seriously-
coming.
Oh, better than that shit.
Wait,
No, I just
Sorry.
meant really winter's
Yeah,
coming.
yeah.
You
You'll
don't
be
like
able
Game
to
of,
sit.
you never watched Game of Thrones?
No, fuck that. I'm
I
sorry.
watched them all
So
too.
I watched
Sorry.
the first 2 episodes.
of Game of Thrones.
Yes, and it was right after a 2-day music festival. And my cousin Jason, cousin Nathan, who are very wonderful people, and I love them very much, were telling me all about it while it was on.
I see.
And I was like really tired. And
Yeah.
I was like, no, I'm done now.
We watched it on HBO. I know this is a little sidetracked, but we watched it like as they aired, and I watched it with a buddy of mine. And it would always take so much time for the next season to come back. I never went back and rewatched them. And I'm like, who's that guy again? What's his name again?
Yeah.
But it's very well made.
Oh, I'm sure. And I'm sure that's another one kind of like Breaking Bad that's at some point I'll
Yeah.
be like, yeah, I'm just going to catch up on all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys watch the Goldbergs?
No,
Have you ever watched that TV show?
it looks funny.
I like it because it is straight up 80s.
I think a person recommended it to me one time. I believe his name was Brock.
Oh, I know that guy.
I think that I've watched
weird.
an episode, and it was really funny.
It's fucking
but I
hilarious.
don't know when it's on, and I don't watch it actively.
Wednesdays. It's weird. It's a new CBS fresh off the something.
Not like that matters with On Demand.
Yes, I know, right? Fresh off the boat, season 2. Fresh off the airplane, season 4. And the Goldbergs. It's a funny show. If you get a chance to watch,
ABC.
yeah, the old stuff. I mean, it's awesome.
I was recommended this. This ties into a podcast I listen to, Ear Biscuits.
Mhm.
It's a good podcast.
I know them.
Burro biscuits.
They recommended that. I was going back in the archives like a long time when I started listening to it, and he had recommended, one of the guys on there had recommended it. I believe
Friends of the show.
Friends friends of the show, and
goes without saying at this point.
he said it was good to watch with his family. They would sit down and watch like 1 or 2 episodes at a time. Or
it's
whatever.
always got a message at the very end of it. It's all message. And they always got some, like they always have a nice resolution, and you're like, oh, nice.
And that
like the
80s. Yes.
The mom, she was on Reno 911.
She's fucking hilarious.
She's so funny.
She's hilarious.
I forgot her name. Pardon me. So
yeah, no, she's Beverly Goldberg in and what I like about this show too is like the guy that writes it and created the show. He always has the real people on at the end of the shows during the credit rolls and everything that. So you get to meet who he's talking about. All these stories are real or loosely real. You know what I mean? Some of the characters' names have been changed.
Protect the innocent.
it's just really cool to see the people that they're talking about. And like, there's so many, good people in this. They have good cameos, like Goldberg, the wrestler. He's in it. And he's a coach. Yeah,
he was a coach.
He's pretty funny in that. Everybody in it's pretty good, and they always bring in like they had Knight Rider and fucking all kinds of really cool stuff.
Wait, are you talking about the car?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Kit.
Yeah, Kit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they like they're going to movies, and he's always talking about Back to the Future.
Doesn't the younger kid like make movies with the video camera and stuff? That's cool.
Yeah, they show all of his old footage too.
Yeah,
and they're imitating the old footage, like the actors, just like he is, and it's pretty funny.
Right on.
If you get a chance, watch that show. Anybody have anything new for streaming?
Again, I'll say Castle Rock's coming back in October. It says Misery comes to Castle Rock, so they're going to be playing off Misery, and Lizzie Kaplan's in it. And, Tim Robbins.
I mean, and really, I think we kind of hit the streaming because you did mention that, and I'm excited about that. And I've kind of caught up a little bit on. I'm not through the first season, but I'm caught up in a few episodes. So I'm excited about that. But then also, you'd already mentioned The Dark Crystal.
Yeah. But
so that's going to be coming.
Also, too.
I'm sorry.
Watch The Boys if you haven't already.
Yeah, The Boys is awesome. Dead Heat is finally coming to a streaming service near you. Have you ever seen Dead Heat before?
I have not.
Treat Williams, Joe Piscopo.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You've been telling me.
Fucking awesome.
Dude, I love Treat Williams.
It is such an odd movie. In the weirdest way, they bring back people from the dead, and they're both cops, and it's Joe Piscopo as a cop, so you can't take him seriously.
What streaming service is it coming to?
Going to be on Amazon.
Nice.
Hulu's got a new movie called Untouchable. Now, it's a very touchy subject, what this movie's about. Basically, it's I don't know, it's kind of like maybe a little bit about Harvey Weinstein. I think the whole thing is about him.
Me Too
movement. Kind of the whole movement, how he was untouchable at the time, and then bam. So I like watching these documentaries. I like looking at these things like that, just because I want to know the stories.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the Jeffrey Epstein one to come out.
There you go. See, I mean, and that'll be pretty soon. It's called Untouchable. It's coming out on September 2nd. I don't have a street date for Dead Heat, but I cannot wait. I used to own it. Lost it in the great hard drive crash of 2017.
So just this is off subject, and I know we got to wrap it up pretty quick into a mixtape and all that good stuff. What's your favorite Joe Piscopo movie?
Dead Heat.
Really?
Yes.
Mine's Johnny Dangerously.
That's a pretty good one
Michael
too.
Keaton. Joe Piscopo.
That's a cool one.
His first one.
Joe Piscopo was on Saturday Night Live for the longest time.
He played Sinatra.
Yeah.
That was like his biggest thing, I think, on there.
Ebony and Ivory.
Yeah. I am black, or no, you are black, and
This is
I
one of
am
those.
white.
If I saw a picture of him, I'd probably know him.
Yeah, you know Joe Piscopo.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
I always picture him also as the leader of Cobra Kai.
Oh, yeah, but he's not.
He's not at all.
He could be though.
He could be.
He's like the East Coast branch.
Exactly. East Coast of the Cobra Kai.
East Coast Cobra Kai.
Sensei.
Karate Kid. Besides that, new music coming out. We haven't really hit on a lot of the newer music that's coming out.
We have not
here lately because there really hasn't been any exciting releases for me. Yeah. Tool's new album is out, which a lot of people are straight up on that one.
Yeah.
Every website you go to is basically like 75 years in the making, the new Tool record.
People like it. I've been seeing people hate it.
I don't know.
I'm sure it's divisive, just like every Tool album.
Oh, okay.
And especially every Tool album when it first comes out. Even it'll always be divisive, even amongst the fans.
Yep.
When they first come out.
Yeah.
And a lot of theirs are a slow burn in my.
Okay.
I like a lot of their music.
Yeah. I was talking about this last night with some guys, and basically I was like, don't all their songs sound really the same? And I know I'm going to